Last week we had Jason's grandma's candy dish. Did the polls with the fans, and cinnamon buttons gotta go.
Butterscotch.
Right choice there. Right choice there. That was across the board.
Yeah. Not for me.
Don't like
I love cinnamon stuff. It would have been butterscotch for me because I don't like the taffy in my teeth and all that stuff. So that's unless it's Mrs. Werther's.
I went to my mother's, and on her fridge she had a candy dish, and it was the same 3 pieces that we set her at the bottom. The mints, the butterscotch, and the cinnamon button.
See, Dawn, for me, the butterscotch wouldn't be like a taffy. It's like the hard candy one. Mm-hmm. So that's what I like.
All right, what do we got for this week's One Gotta Go?
All right, this week is Donald's pick. Donald, set it up.
So we're still in the Halloween season, so I figure we do supernatural horror movies. I had a debate about this because I didn't know whether to do old school ones like The Exorcist or Poltergeist or do the newer ones. But I figured go with the newer ones because the kids out there will know these and they wouldn't know the previous ones. So these are all newer ones. This is everything that I thought were the best supernatural movies from the year 99 and up. I had to cut it off somewhere because there were so many supernatural movies. So these are the 3 I came up with.
Blair Witch being
the 4. The 4, yeah. Blair Witch being the oldest.
And Blair Witch is the oldest, and Blair Witch is the only movie that I've seen on this list.
But everybody gets on me about not watching comedy. You don't watch horror films, cut them off. Cut them off.
I didn't say I don't watch horror films. I just said out of this list, Blair Witch is the only one that I've watched. So yeah, I'm not the one to pick this week. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say Insidious will be off the list from what I've heard based on the other 2. So Blair Witch stays because I've seen it, even though it was a hoax. But at the time when that shit came out and people thought it was real, it was real. So yeah, but no, I've heard good things about Paranormal Activity and The Conjuring as well. So I have no right to gripe this week as far as what stays and what goes. So I'll just throw one out there and I'll say D, Insidious.
This ain't my genre either, but I've seen most of them. Insidious is staying, Conjuring is staying, and Blair Witch just because my man kicked the map in the lake. That was the only reason this is staying. Paranormal Activity I've never seen and have zero interest in. I don't care about cups floating across the room.
Don't want to see like the door magically open up and
no
sheets pulled off the bed real quick. So your Paranormal Activities going for you?
Yeah.
I saw the first 2 Paranormal Activities. Don, was there more than one Blair Witch?
There was.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, they did a remake and they did like another off thing with it too.
Okay, I only saw the first one.
But that's the only one you need to see.
Okay. Yeah, and I saw the first Conjuring. The only one that I haven't seen is Insidious. So just for that, I'm going to take Insidious off the list. But I enjoyed all the other 3 that I've watched.
I'm going to keep Blair Witch on just because it was the start of the found footage, genre and all that stuff. And like Jason said, the guy kicking the map into the river was some funny stuff. But back when it was out, like when it first came out, it was real because even IMDb, when people were searching the actors' names, they said dead on there, deceased. So they tried to make it like as real as possible. Conjuring, that is like the staple of this generation supernatural movie. That is never going anywhere. They didn't miss at all with any of their movies. Insidious, I like the first one, but the second one really helps the first one a lot whenever you watch them together. Paranormal Activity, as together, a whole, as a series is good, but the first one was probably the worst one out of the original trilogy. the third one is the best one out of that whole that whole series. So Paranormal Activity got to go. The first one is just not interesting at all.
Oh, so we're going off original movies.
Yes, that was the original movies. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's this week's one got to go. Play along with the polls. Hit us up on social media. Let us know which one got to go. Feel free to bury me this week, but as I said, I at least watched one of these, unlike Donald, who was 0 for 4 on the comedies list.
Or Chris,
so yeah,
before.
Or Chris.
I wasn't able before. I've at least watched one of one. You know,
Steve, next week's our Halloween show. Are you going to do a Halloween one? Got to go or?
I got some stuff in the works here that I'm thinking about doing. I may hit Donald up on the side to get some advice or direction, but I think I'll have something in the bag for next week.
It's gonna be something like Jason's worst takes.
That is pretty scary, but yeah.
Plain M&M or peanut M&M?
Is the Charlie Brown Great Pumpkin Patch the best Halloween movie ever? Like something like that. So yeah.